Welcome to Session 12, the final lesson of this course. Congratulations on making it here. Over the last 11 sessions, you've learned every angle rule the GED will ask about. Today, we're not adding anything new. Instead, we're going to organize everything you know into a single toolkit and learn how to choose the right tool quickly. Because on test day, the hard part is rarely the arithmetic. It's knowing which relationship you're looking at. Let's put it all together. Here's the core of your toolkit, the totals. Angles that form a right angle, add to 90 degrees. Angles on a straight line, add to 180 degrees. Angles all the way around a point, add to 360 degrees. And the three interior angles of a triangle, add to 180 degrees. Four totals, 90, 180, 360, and 180. Almost every problem is one of these in disguise. And here's the rest of your toolkit, the equalities and special rules. Vertical angles across a crossing are equal. With parallel lines, corresponding and alternate angles are equal, while co-interior angles add to 180. A triangle's exterior angle equals its two remote interior angles. In an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal, and in an equilateral triangle, every angle is 60 degrees.
That's the complete set.
Everything you need is on this list. Now, how do you use the toolkit under pressure? Follow this 4-step routine every time. Step 1. Mark the facts. Copy every given measure onto the diagram and mark anything equal, parallel, or perpendicular. Step 2. Name the relationship. Is this a right angle, a straight line, a crossing, parallel lines, a triangle, or an isosceles triangle? Step 3. Write one equation using the total or the equality you just named. Step 4. Verify. Substitute your answer back and check that the sum or equality actually holds. Mark, name, equation, verify. Let's run the routine on a real problem. Two lines cross. One angle is labeled 4x plus 10, and the angle right next to it is labeled 6x. Step 1. Mark the facts. Two lines crossing, two adjacent angles. Step 2. Name the relationship. These two are adjacent on a straight line, so they're supplementary. Step 3. Write the equation. 4x plus 10 plus 6x equals 180. That's 10x plus 10 equals 180. So 10x equals 170, and x equals 17. Step 4. Verify. The angles are 78 degrees and 102 degrees, and 78 plus 102 is exactly 180. It works. And their vertical partners across the crossing repeat those same two measures. What about a complicated figure with lines and triangles all tangled together? Don't panic, and don't try to see the whole thing at once. Break it into the pieces you already recognize. A straight line here, a crossing there, a triangle over here. Each piece is something you've already mastered. Apply one rule at a time, to one small piece at a time, and the figure unravels. Here's the habit that makes multi-step problems easy. Work locally and write as you go. Find an angle at one intersection. Write it on the diagram. Transfer it through the parallel lines if you're allowed to. Write that down too. Then carry it into the triangle and use the angle sum. Every time you discover a new measure, write it right onto the figure. This keeps your memory free, and it makes any mistake much easier to spot later. Let's do an error analysis, because seeing a mistake helps you avoid it. A student is finding a missing angle in a triangle. They believe the three angles add to 360, so they compute 360 minus 70 minus 40 and get 250 degrees. Where did it go wrong? The total. A triangle's interior angles add to 180, not 360. 360 is the angles all the way around a point. The correct answer is 180 minus 70 minus 40, which is 70 degrees. And notice the warning sign. 250 degrees inside a triangle is impossible. An answer that big should stop you immediately. Before you move on from any angle question, run this final checklist. Did you use a fact that was actually stated or marked, rather than something that just looked true? Did you solve for the angle they asked for, and not just stop at x? Does your answer fit the angle type? An acute angle shouldn't come out at 140? And does substituting it back make the sum or equality true? 4 quick questions that catch almost every careless error. 1 last check of your understanding. What is the sum of the interior angles of any triangle? It's 180 degrees. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180. Every time, for every triangle. Let's recap the whole toolkit one final time. 90 for a right angle, 180 for a straight line or a triangle, 360 around a point. Vertical angles equal. Parallel lines give equal corresponding and alternate angles, and co-interior angles that make 180. Exterior angle equals the 2 remote interiors. Isosceles base angles are equal. And always, mark, name, write one equation, and verify. That's the end of the course. And honestly, well done. You started with points and lines, and you're finishing able to solve multi-step angle and triangle problems with a clear strategy. Go back and re-watch any session that still feels shaky. Work through the practice questions, and correct every miss until you can explain the rule out loud. You've built something real here. Good luck on your GED. You've got this.